Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Compound Fracture Plays Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. It's been a while since the last time I played this game, so I'm going to have to refamiliarize myself with where we are. I think we can press play, though. I think we can get away with that. So we have finished our oil area, but we're building chemical plants and plastics factories. We were going to... Oh, right. We were going to destroy this distribution office because we shouldn't have built it there. That's right. We regret that decision. What we were going to do is build outputs coming out of these two fuel storages into two new ones over here for domestic use, while we continue to have these be our export tanks. So I'm going to do that right away, actually. I'm going to demolish this. It's too bad, but... Oh. Vehicles? Really? Oh, there are... All the cisterns are here. Yeah, of course they are. So we need to finish this one first. That's okay. We'll let that happen. What's going on over here? We're still building up our town. We have this prefab coming in soon. So that's going pretty well. We are walkable from this bus stop, but not for too much longer, I guess. Let's check, make sure we have enough sellers at our shopping center. We do now. Also, we should check our kindergarten or school. Oh, this one's doing fine. That's our pub. Oh, we're auto-purchasing alcohol. Well, we should turn that off. We have tons of alcohol in here, which means we are delivering alcohol. So we're going to clear the auto-purchase. We also seem to only have one playground in this town, which is not enough. We'll get on that soon. Oh, temperature's too low. Is that just because we're out of range? I think it is. I think that means we're out of range. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's because the total capacity of all buildings is twice what we can supply. It's because we only built a small plant here. Okay, so we need to worry about this right now. This is very important. Our people are going to freeze to death, and we can't have that. So we have 4 more output pipes. We need to do a bunch more heating plants here. So let's get on that right away. Small heat exchangers, yeah. I don't like doing the small exchangers for this exact reason. They don't really last that long. We should have probably just done a large one, bitten the bullet and just done it. So I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put one over here, like, maybe here? Yeah. Now, can we get the pipes through? We might have to change this. Well, that's a little bit awkward. Oh, well. No problem. Really? I say no problem, but maybe it is a problem. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's go this way. It said too long. I hope it isn't too long. Nope, that's fine. I think I need to auto-build one of these two. Yeah, I'm going to fund construction of that and this right away because we need to have heating in these buildings. And then this one, we'll just make it parallel. Probably should have made it higher off the ground, but whatever. Oh, shoot. Might have screwed this one up. Is this too tight of a turn? I think it's fine. Looks fine to me. Oh yeah, it's fine. So we're not going to auto-build this one. So as soon as this builds, we should be okay for heating now. Temperature is still too low, but it should be increasing, I hope. No, it's still going down? Really? Why? Oh! Buildings without power supply? Uh-oh. Well, about time I get back to this. We've got problems happening. Coal power plant's on fire. Fire truck was called. Oh, God. Okay, well, in that case, we need to start importing power briefly. That's not a big deal. Okay, well, we're importing power, so let's go back here and make sure that all this is working. We are increasing temperature again, and it never got below 10 Celsius. Oh, and now it's decreasing again. We have full workers here. What's going on here? Oh. I think we're okay. I think I'm just going to go with big heating plants again. Building's on fire. Is that the same one? No. Meat storage. Is this within range of the fire? Yeah, it is. Yeah, the fire office is right there. Okay, so we got 2 buildings on fire, but they both have fire trucks responding. It's a little bit disturbing how far away this is from the fire station, though, like, especially with lack of snowplows, it seems like. So there is a snowplow clearing the road. Hopefully they get here on time. I do not want to have to replace this power plant. Oh, there they are right there. Good. Buses are blocking their route. Priorities, people. Come on. Here we go. Is this enough? Enough firefighters? Doesn't look like it. Oh, no. Okay. Uh-oh. At least that's going to stop the progress of the fire. It seems to be, like, stationary now. So we're going to... Yeah, we need to build a larger fire truck. Oh, but we're already full with the small fire trucks right now. Okay, well... Let's just hope that's enough, I guess. No, the fire's still progressing. Uh-oh. 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 So yeah, this one has to be sold, and then we have to buy something bigger. Now more firefighters will come in, but we only have 9 here, 12 here, and the fire's progressing. Wow. Rough start. Very rough start. Let's check on the heating over here. Good, all the buildings are up to their normal temperature now, so that was enough in terms of heating. That's good. Not a lucky day? Yeah, well, I guess not, eh? For those who are just watching the workers and resources, I just had my very first loss on Railroad Tycoon, so we're stinging a bit, but we're playing this game, and we're hoping not to lose here. Oh boy, look at that. We're going to lose a coal power plant. Oh, good. That fire truck got here, but it's too late. Too little, too late. Or is it? It's coming down. It's very slowly coming down. Wow. We saved it. Just barely saved it, I think. It's going to take a while to put out the fire, but we're okay. Yeah. We should, once this fire is extinguished, I'm going to replace another one of these small little vehicles and put another big one in. All right. Well, that was fun. Good start. Good start. All right. We're waiting for this to be done. It's actually very close. We're waiting on bricks right now. Do we have bricks stored over here? We do, so we're fine. Then once this is done, we get to... Well, I mean, we could just probably work around this. I think we need another small distribution office over here anyway. So yeah, let's pretend that we're just going to go with this and see what that looks like. So if we build a pumping... We need 2 pumping stations here. So, like, that seems good. And then another one over here somewhere. Like this. Then we'll build the roads. We can't because the power lines are in the way. So let's pause this and we'll get rid of that power line and then rebuild it before we start up again. Just this one. Okay. And then road. And then power line. And then fund construction so we don't lose power there. Okay, now we need 2 more oil tanks. So, oil, bitumen, fuel. Oh. We don't have enough space for 2. That's okay, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna have to destroy this road temporarily. So 1 there and 1 over here. Rebuild the road. Now pipelines. Guess we can play again here. I'm okay with these building as gravel roads. I'm not too worried about that. Normally I just do dirt roads, but it's not that big of a deal. So... Really? It's not letting me do that, eh? There we go. No problem. Good. Start that. Oh boy, that road's in the way. Oh dear. Really? Oh, there we go. No problem. Okay. So these 2 tanks here and here will be for domestic use, and these 2 will be export. And then the export tanks will fill up the domestic tanks before they start doing anything else. Let's check on that fire, maybe. How are you doing, fire? Are you still firing? It is still firing. It's very, very slowly coming down. Okay, well, that's fine. Wow. How's the heat? Looks okay. Good. We're getting there. Meanwhile, we're probably out of bitumen in this tank. We are. We're 100% out. So I'm actually going to send this train to the customs house now. even though it's not full. That'll allow the bitumen to refill a bit over here, which will let us continue supplying our asphalt plants. Okay. Back to the power plant. How are you doing? How are you doing, power plant? It's now down to about half. Good. And I think the lower this falls, the faster it'll fall. Because the more the fire progresses, the harder it is to dial back. I like it. Meanwhile, this gravel road's done. This one's coming along. Oh, that's weird. Why is it assigned the large construction office? That's a mistake. Oh, it's because it's this one. We haven't actually done anything. This is a brand new construction office that we just finished. So we're going to turn off roads. And then we're going to buy a bunch of stuff. So what do we have here? I mean, that layout's pretty decent. I think it's going okay for us. So, purchase vehicles. We want... Let's see. Let's get this one somewhere else. Just want these to be all visible at the same time here. So, 3 buses. 5 open hulls. We'll pick the nice new ones, though, not the 504s. There's better ones now. Where are the better ones? Weird. It's this one. This one was the really good one. Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 mixers. This one has... This one's much cheaper than that one, and it's only 1 ton less. So I'm going to go with this guy. 1, 2, 3. Then 1 covered. Okay, so... I guess this one, right? 1 covered. And then 2 excavators. Still got the same old excavators. 2. 3 tower cranes. We got a much nicer tower crane, and we can get it now because we have the bigger flatbeds. So we'll do 3 of those. And then 3 dumpers to finish it off. Dumpers. And a nice big dumper, one of these guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we need to assign all of the facilities for this. So hit that button. There and there, concrete and asphalt. Which one will use storage? That's this one. Aggregate storage for coal, or for gravel, rather. And then the bus stop for people. And this yard for all of the things, the steel, the bricks, the prefabs, and the boards. And then there's a warehouse around here, right? Yeah, that one. Okay. Now, we did assign that warehouse properly over here, too, right? Yes. Oh, no. We're still pulling mechanical components from the factory. We don't want that. We want to pull them from the warehouse instead. Good. Okay, so now we have much more. We've more than doubled our construction capacity in this part of the map. So these things should finish right proper quick. It's very good. Gravel road's still taking its time. We don't want the large construction office on it. We want the small one only. It's interesting. It doesn't feel like this one's working to me. I mean, it should, right? Should be fine. Oh, well. I'll worry about it when the worrying's right. How's our bitumen storage doing? It's out again and the train's back. It doesn't help us to, like, constantly have our bitumen only in the train, which is why we're building these domestic tanks. So I'll send it back to the border again. What's happened to the fuel, the processed fuel train? I haven't seen it for a while. It's not stuck at the border, is it? Oh, it's just selling here. It's probably just that we had bad luck. Both times we checked on it, it would have been out and about. Fire, meanwhile, is almost fully extinguished. We're getting there. Then we can stop importing power once that happens. Why isn't this working? These dump trucks should be bringing gravel to this road, right? Oh, the gravel's already on the road. Maybe it's just too small to host the pavers and stuff. Or maybe because it's... I don't know. I'm just going to fund it for 1,000. Then we can start working on the tank. Sometimes I think the roads end up being too small for any vehicles to do work, so it requires like workers to do it instead, and then I don't have my system set up to have workers come in, so that's probably what happened. Oh, we have a lot of bitumen stored in the refinery, so that's something. I don't know why that's happening. It's not, well, that's weird. I suppose maybe it's because we don't have any fuel pumps going from the refinery to the tank, so that would only be shipping fuel to the tank when there's something pulling from the tank, I suppose. It's possible. Right, these cisterns near the border are still doing the bitumen. Delivering one of those huge, massive cranes. Look at that thing! Look at that crane! It's taller than the eye can see. Whoa! That is a massive crane. Holy cow. It's one of our new cranes on one of our new giant flatbeds that can haul it. And yes, the oil's coming along very well. It's very, very productive. We just need to get it so that we're not automatically exporting absolutely everything we produce. We need some of it to be held for domestic use. So meanwhile, here's our plastics factory, chemical plant. Oh, and our distribution office just finished. Oh, we actually built 2 large offices, totally expecting this one to be demolished. So we should have just gone ahead and demolished it. Oh, well. Oh, well, we're learning. We're remembering the things we had intended to do last time. That's okay. Not going to worry about it too much. Probably need a bigger oil distribution anyway, for being real about it. This one could be dedicated to bitumen, maybe. I don't know. It's probably okay for now. I hope we're getting fuel to all the gas stations successfully. Yeah, it looks fine. Just checking up all these warehouses and making sure they're being supplied. I notice our food's pretty low here. That's interesting. That shouldn't be the case. Let's take a peek over at our food warehouses and make sure they're full like they should be. They are. They're totally, totally full. So what we're seeing here is a lack of food trucks, which makes sense because we only have 8 in here. So let's buy some more. We've gotten to the point that we need more, clearly. And I'm going to continue buying these relatively small little guys over here because we don't have too much space in those warehouses. Well, maybe not. I think we have more space than that, don't we? Yeah, let's buy some bigger ones, I guess. So does it get much bigger than the 6? Maybe not. I mean, these are 8, but, well, they are a bit faster. This one's 6.5. Yeah, let's buy some of these. Now we'll have no trouble getting food to market. Okay. We're getting back in the game here. This is going. I don't know how well it's going, but it's certainly going. Why are there no construction offices assigned? Probably because there's more local stuff to be built. So let's force assign all of the large construction offices that are within range. We've got so much capacity in here. I don't know why we're not using more of it. We clearly need more buses for this oil refinery. I think we purposely went light on the buses. What's going on here? That's a construction bus, right? Yeah. Maybe we have the buses coming directly to the refinery right now? Oh yeah, that's true. We only have one bus, so that totally explains it. We have one very large bus. So let's build a second very large bus for that route. So, bus and one of these, that one. And then we'll copy this and paste it right there. And then start that one up. Good stuff. And later we'll switch that route so it goes to the bus stop so that we can have some of the workers shunted off to work in the factories here. That's why we built the stop. Now both fuel trains are in the dock and both tanks are empty. That's not great. So let's turn these guys around for now, or maybe not. Maybe we should wait until this empties out, which it almost is. So yeah, let's turn these back to the border again. We'll start with this one. And then this one's going to have to wait a while at the semaphore here. So we'll keep it filling up for now. Except that we really need fuel in this in order to deliver our domestic supplies. So yeah, I'm just going to tell it to go. It'll have to be patient though. It'll wait right here for a little while. That's fine. So how are we doing here? Oh, this one's done. That's why we don't have any fuel. Okay, good. So... Oh, wait. Oh, oops, look at that. I put both pumps going into the same... Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. This one's the bitumen. It needs to go to this tank. Okay, cool. So not a big deal. We just wasted a little bit of pipe building. Not concerned about that. I just, overlooked this a little bit. So we're going to demolish back to there, I guess. And then... like that. And like that. And then in there. Build. Good. So this will be our bitumen tank. This will be fuel. And that's right, yeah? Yeah, that's right. Okay, good. So now here is our domestic fuel source, so we will switch this one over, add a connection there. Fuel only, kill that one. Good to go. Now we have a reliable source. This will fill up with 1,500 tons while the train is gone. And then... once this is filled up, it'll be a nice float for our own domestic supply. We don't ever have to worry about the export train taking our fuel away ever again. And here comes the steel to work on this pipeline that we had to rebuild. No problem. How's this doing? It's doing okay. This should not be asphalt. I'm actually going to get rid of it. Should have been a little bit more deliberate about putting in a better road there. Or a worse road, rather. Same here. This shouldn't be asphalt either. do another playground right here next to the heating plant, like you do. Can we do it this way? No, we really can't do it that way. That's fine, right? Sure. Now, can we go underneath this pipeline? I hope so. Nope. Should have thought of that, I guess. Oh, well. There's one access to the park anyway. That's something. Yeah, well, not a big deal. It's for these local buildings anyway, so whatever. And it's springtime. Excellent. Springtime in the Soviet Republic. How's our power plant doing? Fire's out by now? Yes, it is. So we'll go back to exporting power. Good stuff. Look at that. We're using so much power now because the power plant can produce like 22, I think, megawatts. And it's producing, yeah, around 20, and we're exporting less than 10. So we're using more than half of that power plant's output now. It won't be too long before it'll be time to start thinking about building another power plant in a different part of the map here. Meanwhile, let's check over here. Looks like we're low on coal. No, we're not. We got plenty of coal. Plenty of coal and plenty of iron. We're worker bottleneck. That's how we were before. Makes sense. I wonder here, we wanted to at some point transition these mines to the new bus stop over in Fuel Tile. I think we should do that for this bus already. So let's transition that over here. Load workers only. And get rid of this one. Okay. So that'll take some of the pressure off the bus stops in Spanovsky here, where there are not very many workers waiting at all. It's part of the reason we wanted Fuel Tile to be a nice big city, not just for the oil, but because we want to take the pressure off the main town from the steel area. Do we have more research to do over here? We should probably do it. We have 2 universities in town now, so it's here. Oh yeah, plenty of extra capacity. So let's do semiconductors so we can start building electrical components. Okay. How's this going? Hey, the plastics factory's done. Okay. Well, we need to start thinking about chemical... Oh, wait. Did I do this the wrong way around? No, that's fine. We just need to have this chemical plant finish. There's no road? Ha ha! That explains it. Okay, that was an oversight. No, don't demolish the building, game. Oops. Okay. So now it'll actually start building this. That'll be good. Finding all sorts of issues here. So we have now enough bitumen and fuel that we don't have to worry about domestic use. We need to switch the bitumen distribution, which is still located way over here. And in fact, that's a problem. I don't know how to do this. I don't know the way I want to make this work. I think we're okay though for now. So the customs house is like should not be in there. Okay, so we're gonna add this one. Bitumen only. Get rid of this one. Now let's go back here and see if these vehicles are going to do something. Yes, they are. One's already left. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we need more than 3 to supply our asphalt plants, and they can go the long way. It's fine. Meanwhile, the giant cranes are on site. Oh, look at that. Giant cranes and normal-sized cranes side by side. You can see how much bigger the giant ones are. It's beautiful. 5 tower cranes. Wow. So are these all full? Looks like. We definitely have a housing crisis, which we have had for quite some time. So I think the new housing should be over here, closer to the bus stop and the cinema and all that stuff. So let's do some more housing out this direction. Something like that is probably good. Like that. I'm gonna put another field in over here. Let's just get everything in, and then we'll worry about the paths and the roads later. Okay. I hope that's gonna work. It might not. I think it's a bit off center. I'm actually gonna just give it a little bit of a twist here. And now let's make sure that we can connect this. We can. Yep. Yeah, we're fine. Now I'm gonna get rid of that. And let's do this again. We'll start at the road. I'm gonna have to start over there a little bit. That's fine. Something like that. And then into there, and then across like so, and we'll do this part later, I guess. This is important, though. We need to make sure that we can put these in. Yep, no problem. So if we connect this and this, and then this up like that, then this one will start being constructed already. Yes, there it goes. Both offices, excellent. And then once that road's done, which we will, we'll just get this finished here. Like that. Once this is done, we'll be able to connect the streets up, and all will be well. Excellent. And it should be the smaller of the 3 construction offices working strictly on this road right now. It is, but it's also pulling from the old construction office. So that's good. So we're almost unloading bitumen here, and you can see how this bitumen tank is empty, and for some reason it's full here. I feel like that shouldn't be the case, but it is for some reason. Oh well. And then this one still has its 200 liters afloat, so that if we need more bitumen for the asphalt plants, we got it here. So that's perfect. It's exactly how we want to see, what we want to see. Okay, and this is getting fairly close. We're laying bricks right now. We have all the material to lay bricks, and then we'll just need a little bit more steel and mechanical components to finish it off. So the main thing we're waiting on is workers right now, and there should be buses on their way. Looks like 2 workers, 13. So these buses are struggling to get enough workers at that bus stop. It's because we need to increase the population of that town, build more residential buildings, which we are working on. Has this one filled up? It has. It filled up right away. Oh no, this is the new one. Okay, so we'll fill up that new one. We'll just grab people from over here. Okay, and then this will immediately refill with people from that town. It should. Wait, it keeps going back and forth power supply-wise. That's not good. Are we losing population over here? We are. Oh, we must have had problems. Let's look. Few escapees is normal. We may have had a death spike. It's hard to tell from this. No, it looks solid. Our population is growing. That's interesting. So happiness has been steady. Satiation has been steady. Health has gone down slightly, but that's normal in winter. Alcoholism has gone up slightly, of course. It's the sport enjoyment going down. That's winter. Oh, we're okay. I guess we've just expanded the new town fast enough that the old one hasn't grown quickly enough to make up for it. So next time we finish a building, we should pull from Shackleford instead, because Shackleford's packed. All right. Oh, press play maybe. That would be good. So both trains are now off doing their exporting goodness. And notice here how this resources available meter here is just staying at the very lowest level. So while the trains are in station, they will draw from these closer fuel tanks. But when they're not in station, these pumps are going to pump the fuel over to these ones. And these ones will grow. So this is fine. We got enough float basically to last forever now here. And it'll continue to grow only when the export trains are gone. So once those two new tanks fill up completely, we'll have a system that replenishes itself very nicely every time the fuel tanks leave to do exporting, the fuel trains. Meanwhile, how's our rail construction going? It's gotten this far. It's done about halfway. We're going to double track this whole stretch pretty soon at this rate. That's very nice to see. And now the fuel train is back, and this is no longer filling up while the train's in the port. But it's still accessible to these cisterns. It's a beautiful system. So how are we doing here? It's going quite well. We now have 112 workers working on it steadily, so that's great. Buses have just dropped off 2 fresh loads to the refinery. And it's going as fast as the input can handle it. The fact that this input tank is not full means that that's a pretty good balance. Okay. Looking good. Looking very, very good. So this road is now is getting there. It's almost done the first phase. And meanwhile, we have enough buses now that we are struggling to keep up with the demand for workers here. So we should be careful because sometimes the little buses can struggle when that happens, when we're not accustomed to it. And we absolutely need to keep this heating plant full. But it seems like it's going okay, at least for now. So that's good. What's happening up here? Oh, it's just filling up slowly. Yeah, we should have a better excavator here. I'm used to buying the cheap excavators because they do okay with the smaller dump trucks. But with these huge dump trucks, we could really use a faster excavator. That's okay, though. As long as we have plenty of gravel. Oh, and we don't. We seem to be losing gravel here. So maybe it is a concern after all. Maybe we need a better excavator. Okay. Something to think about. Should watch the level of that gravel tank pretty close. So, yeah, no, this is fine. We need to bring wood into here. That's interesting. I didn't realize wood was a necessary ingredient here. We're going to get the chemicals in automagically from this chemical plant. The crops, we have lots of crops available. Unfortunately, they're kind of spread out amid many silos. Huh. We should maybe think about, since this is such a complex process, I think what we should really be building some... Oh, building's on fire. Let's make sure that that's okay. Heating plant. Oh, dear. Well, lucky it's summer. We never did replace that fire truck. Let's do that now. The 3 should be enough to handle it, and if not, the new one will be here very soon. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, I think it's worth having an open storage and a silo hooked up to this chemical plant because it requires such a diversity of ingredients. And chemicals are stored in a warehouse, so we could have a warehouse that both of these draw from, and an open storage and a silo if we have three more conveyor belts, which I don't know. Let's check. How many conveyor inputs do we have that are accessible? 0. The only one's over here, so that's just not going to happen then. We could consider having some local supplies, though. That's probably worth doing. Oh, wow. This keeps getting more and more complex here. So, okay. It's interesting. What are we using to bring in chemicals right now? Is it the border distribution office? It's been so long since I've played now that I'm forgetting a lot of these setups here. Yes, that chemicals are coming from the customs house here. And it is set to deliver them to the the fabric factories. Good. Just one fabric factory? Oh, I guess it's 1 fabric and 2 clothing. I was thinking it was the opposite for some reason, but no. 1 fabric factory. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, this is done now. Okay, so we have to rearrange some stuff. So first thing we're going to do is take the line that these are attached to. And that's the... where are we? Oil refinery line, this one. And we're going to change this by putting them in the bus stop instead, not the oil refinery. Unload, save changes. Okay. We'll probably need a 3rd bus at this point. We can do that in just a second. Now this one, we are going specifically there, there, and there. And we're going to go more to the oil refinery. Yeah, that seems fine. Now we'll do 1 more bus on that route. We're really driving the bus stop in the new town very, very hard right now. So grab that, set line. Boy, which one is it? The Hookah, right? Yeah, Hookah bus stop. That's the one. Start. Okay, good. I think I do need a local grain storage, though, over here. Like, I really think that's important. Because otherwise, we're not going to keep a steady float. Okay, well, let's start worrying about this again. So, this needs so many different things. What are the ratios, though? Really, it's not that much. The maximum production per workday is only 0.81 tons of chemicals for all, even if it's filled with all 60 workers. And we don't need more than 1 ton of anything except oil. So I think we might actually be okay without any specialized infrastructure for that. We're now filled with workers on those 2. And actually, I'm going to adjust these ratios more. The Hookah needs the lion's share. So this is where the vehicles to supply this are going to be. So we need dump trucks. We need, I think chemicals go in covered vehicles. Is that right? Let's just look. Covered haul. Yes. So we'll need a covered haul. And then 2 open hauls. And 2 dumpers. That's probably enough. Oh, and more covered halls because we have to bring crops as well. So, second covered hall maybe. So, okay, here we need nothing. We have chemical and oil. That's all we need. So, okay, so we're assigning to this, and that's going to unload everything. Storage up to 90%, please. And then we're pulling from this, right? Or do we want to pull straight from the source? I don't think we do. I think we want to pull from the local source. We're going to have sort of a multi-stage process happening here. I think that makes more sense. So wood, and that's it, actually. Just wood there. Oh, no, because only boards are going over. Yeah, there's only boards coming in here. There's no wood coming in there. So we are going to have to go all the way to the, all the way to here for the wood. Here. Sure. Load starting at 0. Let's hope that works. Why is it talking about aluminum? Oh, because that's the open storage. Yeah. Okay. So what else do we need? We need gravel. I'm going to grab the gravel from here, our local gravel storage spot, like so. And since it auto-saved, I got rid of my selector tool. And then crops. And we need to tell it to grab from all of these silos, all 3 of them. And the thing that I don't like is that these silos will empty at a certain point in the year. But that's okay, I think. It'll grab while the grabbing's good, and then when the grabbing's not good anymore, it'll stop. No problem. Okay. So there go the trucks. This one is getting gravel. This one is getting wood. And this one is getting crops. Yeah. So as soon as they all get back, and wood will be the last one to return, but as soon as they all return, we'll then be going on this. I hope that's fine. Should be fine. We're missing power over here, though. That's not fine. So where's our local transformer? Were we running medium power lines all the way from the city? We were, too. Oh, boy. Well, that's inefficient. I guess we need to split one of them. This one. Oh, wait, that's power. Hold on. So what's going on in the power plant? Is the power plant back offline? No. Okay, what's wrong? Got power here. It's possible that we're exceeding the capacity of these medium power lines I have running through here. We've got 2.5 watts going there. Oh yeah, I've got the smaller power lines on this run. That's a mistake. We should redo this infrastructure up here. Mistakes were made. They can be corrected now. When we first ran these power lines, we weren't actually expecting to have nearly as much hooked up here. So that's the issue, really. We've just gone past the bounds of what we had planned for. It's not a big deal. We can fix it easily enough. So we're going to do a power transformer here. Unfortunately, there's quite a hill in the way, so maybe we want it over here instead where there's less of a hill. That's still going down quite a bit, right? Let's show the wireframe. Oh, yeah, geez, look at that. Yeah, let's do it here. Raise the train a bit, and then a transformer. We don't need the asphalt road. That's silly. Dirt road is fine. Now we're going to do some big old high tension wires. And I'm not feeling in a huge hurry to get this going. We can let it build at its own natural pace. We don't need to rush any of it. It'll be a while before we have the raw resources to start doing the plastic and chemicals anyway. And then once that's done, we'll start on some medium wires connecting these substations up to here. And we'll probably want to auto-build those, although we can start them now. I'm going to do the biggest possible medium voltage wires to this one because it really seemed like it needed them. There's a lot of power being taken up by all these buildings. Like a lot. So let's go this way. The new power station? Like as in the power plant or as in what I just built? I'm sorry, I didn't see that comment probably quite in time to respond in real time to it. I mean, obviously this one's going here, but the once we build a new power station, we're going to want to have somewhere where there's a reliable source of coal fueling it. And I don't think any of our sources of coal are all that reliable at the moment. It might even make sense just to have it next to the old one, though I'd rather have them spread out because there is plenty of coal coming in here. The trouble with the coal here is I'm worried that at any given time, I see there's plenty of supply now, but at any given time, this steel mill will take all the coal. And we don't want, I really don't like having steel mills and power plants share a source of coal, because I find it happens very often where the steel mill just takes it all and then there's nothing left for the power, and that's bad news. Unless you have something where you have it kind of buffered, right? Like I've done several other places, which is possible. One thing we could do is build a small storage somewhere up here, or even over here or something, and then have one of these other chutes lead to one of these conveyor engines, pushing the coal from the large storage into the smaller storage, and the smaller storage would then provide a float to be used for our power plant. And it would all work very similarly to how these fuel tanks work up here, where we make sure we have a constant float for domestic use. So we'll see. There's a lot of options, but we're not quite there yet. And yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there. Meanwhile, these are filling up quite nicely. How are we doing here? We have everything we need now, and we are producing chemicals, which is then supplying chemicals to here. That's weird. Why is there no oil? Oh, buildings without power supply. Yeah, it's not supplying the oil because it doesn't have a supply through this pumping station. So that's what's happening. That's okay. Oh, is this already done? Holy cow, that was fast. Am I sure I didn't auto-build it by mistake? I don't know. Wow. We just need another load of workers over here, and then we'll be done. Man, that was fast. Almost too fast. Totally don't have auto-build on. It's weird. I suppose it's just because we had giant cranes, and the cranes do the work super, super quick. So all we needed was to be supplied with materials, whereas this construction requires workers as well. So it is done now. So let's pause this, and we'll take out these old power lines. I'm going to want to remove them all at some point. It's a very long line, though. We'll put in the new ones here, and this part, of course, we will fund. Still says without power supply. We did finish this, right? Yes, we did. It's without power. Oh, this isn't finished, but it will be momentarily. There, it's done. Good. So now we have power here, and now this is working, and this is working, and it's all working exactly the way it should be. Beautiful. So let's take out these medium power lines that we no longer need. Make sure we don't take out the ones we do need by mistake. That would be awful. Yeah, that was very, very silly to have medium lines stretching that far when we were planning to extend our high voltage lines that direction anyway. I'm doing the right one, aren't I? I hope so. Jeez. Let's just double check and make sure we still have power over here. We do. Good. That one's also right at its limit. I just noticed it's almost at the limit for that type of power line over here, too. Could be an issue. Interesting. So the buildings are connected to multiple substations, I guess is what's happening. See, only one worker here is trouble. There are more coming in as we speak, though. But that's caused by having more workers pulling out of this town than there were previously. Oh man, here's the trouble with building the power lines one on top of the other, is that it's really hard to tell the difference now between the different sets of medium infrastructure here. So we can just take it all out as a whole, though, like this. There we go. Okay. This looks like it's going very nicely. The one thing I'm worried about is keeping crops in. It might be something that we'll have to consider to put another silo in over here, just to have a dedicated feed. But I don't think it's that big of an issue at the moment. And meanwhile, here's our plastics. So is there anything we actually need plastics for? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're using plastics at all at the moment. Maybe for the clothing? No? Once we start building electrical components, we'll definitely need it for that. So we should maybe start building electrical components. I think that sounds like a lovely idea. We can use this same area, perhaps. This bus stop will reach over here, so we could have a plastics factory over here easily enough. We'll just run the pathway over this way, and that'll work fine. Doesn't look like it'll work from what I'm doing there, but whatever. So, engineering industry, probably. No. Other industry, various industry, right. Electrical components factory. We could put it right like this, maybe. Have to rebuild that pipeline, I guess. I want to do it this way, though, so the path's a little bit closer. Or do I? We could just go ahead and put it right here. We just have to do... we'd have to manually transport the chemicals, but that's not a big deal. We have a distribution center right here that's dedicated to doing this kind of work. So we need to bring up the terrain in the back here, and that's not a big deal. It's actually pretty exciting having electrical components made in-house here. We have to redo that pipeline. Okay. Can we even? Well, it's very small. Won't cost much. Can we not lower terrain here? Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Nope. There we go. Good stuff. Okay, so first up, let's tell that to build automagically. Let's make sure that's the only one that's assigned to do it. Yeah, there we go. And then... Perfect. That's what we like to see. Ah, building in the way. Who earns? Make sure that's walkable. It should be. Yes, it is. Seems to be going via the road, not the path, after all that hard work. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. Okay. So soon we will have in-house electrical components. Hello, Slick Sacks. Howdy to you too. Good to see you see me. Yeah. I said it. Had to take a week off, unfortunately. Haven't really been feeling up to streaming for the last week, but I'm hoping to be back at it for good. Hoping not to take any more week-long breaks anytime soon. So we'll see how that goes. You know, if I must, I must, but I'm going to try not to must very much. Okay. Is this filling back up again? No kindergarten, you say? We are low on kindergartens, it looks like, over here. Got plenty of space in the school. That kindergarten looks okay. I guess we just don't have... Yeah, this one's full. So we just don't have one in this part of town. There's this one, but that's full too. We should have a kindergarten over here. It looks like we probably have space for it. We might have to move these medium power lines, but that's totally worth it. Let's make sure that we do have space, and then we'll get to work on it. Like if we put it right here, might have to move the high voltage ones too. I think that's worth doing though. I really need a kindergarten in this part of town. So we'll pause the game for a second, and we'll get all of this rebuilt. It's too bad we're at that part of the game now where our best laid plans of the early game are proving to not be sufficient for this part of the game. So there's a lot of rebuilding happening. That's okay. Not a big deal. Oh, that works. We don't have to replace the high voltage lines after all, so that's a relief. Oh, come on. There we go. Now the medium lines. It was this one, right? Nope. Was it this one? Nope. It was a smaller one. Oh, geez. And we will, of course, fund that. We have a new kindergarten coming in soon, and that's wonderful. It's going to help with this bus stop, specifically, getting more workers available for it. All right. How are we doing over here? Now that we got like the doubled up construction office, this will happen pretty quick. I think so. But hey, YouTube audience, you're gonna have to wait until like what, a couple days from now before you see what happens with this here new electrical component facility, because that's the end of this episode. So I'll catch you again real soon. But until then, take care of yourselves. We'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.